Once upon a hilarious time in the whimsical kingdom of Nocturnia, there lived a gallant knight named Sir Shivers a Lot. With armor so shiny it could blind a bat and a steed whiter than the king's freshly powdered wig, he was the beacon of bravery. Well, at least until the sun began to set. Sir Shivers a Lot, as his name subtly implies, was ironically and utterly terrified of the dark. Squires whispered tales of how he'd once joust with a nightlight strapped to his lance, and the other knights couldn't help but chortle as he loudly declared, "For the light," before each bout. His trusty steed, Sir Nazen Sunshine, had grown quite accustomed to wearing a bridle outfitted with phosphorescent beads, making him look like a mobile rave every time dusk threatened their courage. On the eve of the big bad battle of the bumbling beasts, where knights from realms far and wide came to defend Nocturnia from mischievous creatures that loved to knot horses' tails and steal left shoes, Sir Shivers a Lot was understandably a jangle of nerves. As he sat in his tent, knees knocking louder than impatient parents at a locked bathroom door, his squire approached with a book tucked under his arm. "Sir," the young page began, courage wobbling in his voice, "perhaps a bedtime story might calm your spirits? Sir Lancelot and the quest for the glowing grail, perhaps?" Sir Shivers a Lot's eyes gleamed with a mixture of relief and childlike excitement, and soon he was swaddled in his silken blankie as the tale of glowing goblets unfolded. The hour of the battle dawned, or rather, it didn't quite dawn, for it was one of those rare solar eclipses that made midday as dark as a dragon's stomach. Knights around the camp were stirring, banging shields and sharpening swords, whilst our paladin of the nightlight simply tightened his blankie. The first war horn sounded, and with a gulp that could swallow a moat, Sir Shivers a Lot mounted Sir Nazen Sunshine. The duo trotted towards the chaos with as much gusto as a sloth on a leisurely stroll. Just as the fray seemed too much to bear, with beasts playfully prancing about, tossing knights' helmets like beanbags at a fair, Sir Shivers a Lot had an epiphany born of the purest desperation. Shouting to his squire, he called, "Boy, fetch me yonder lanterns, all of them." With lanterns aglow, dangling like odd fruits from Sir Nazen Sunshine's saddle, Sir Shivers a Lot charged. The beasts, so startled by this sudden festival of light, scattered in confusion, tripping over untied shoes and tied-up tails. The knight became a lighthouse in plate mail, fearlessly and accidentally leading the charge and sending the mischievous beasts fleeing back into the shadows from whence they came. When the eclipse passed and sunlight bathed the land once more, the Nocturnians cheered their accidental hero. With a sheepish smile and a heart still hammering against his breastplate, Sir Shivers a Lot accepted their adoration, his secret safe beneath the midday sun. That night, he requested a second bedtime story. After all, a knight's courage works best after a good bedtime tale, or two.